Alrighty, we at it again, y'all. We're back at Costco, Okinawa. Another Costco video. Today is what, Sunday the 23rd of March. So this is first weekend of spring. I wanted to give you guys a spring version of Costco, kind of see what's available. Since the last time we were out here, so I won't be visiting a whole bunch of these locations or a whole bunch of spots within Costco. I'm just going to try to highlight the ones that have just some interesting things for the spring, hopefully. Okay. All right. Don't fault me if you've seen it before. But yeah, this is a Japanese Costco, Okinawa, Japan. So you can see the eatery is sort of outside in a covered area. We're entering. It's kind of crowded here for a Sunday. I guess it's always crowded, but not just Japanese customers here. You got be mindful, you'll see U.S., American, you'll see folks from all over Asia, basically, in this Costco, sort of. And they make it a family event, so a lot of kids. Bring your patients, pack your patients when you come here. Most of the stuff I'm saying, I think we've seen before. I see a fan up there. It's got about 1,100 yen off. Here's a wood top chest. That's 700 yen off. Okay. So I'm not going to hit everything. They got plenty of AirPod Pro 3s here. The yen rate is about 155 to the dollar. So if you're trying to do any of these conversions and curious about these prices and what that is when you compare it to yen. So about 3,000 yen is about $20, okay? So, and as you can see out towards the central checkout and the food concession is packed. All right, Dr. Pepper. So that's about $10 for a case of 30 Dr. Peppers. All right, you can do the math, figure it out, what that costs you in the States. Keep in mind, I'm sure Costco is dealing with the tariffs as with everyone else. Because a lot of these goods are U.S. goods, so I don't know what tariffs the Japanese have applied to Costco in terms of bringing some of these U.S. items over here, Kirkland signature brands and such. There's some Snickers, bag of miniature Snickers, Mars, for about $10. Okay. Let's see here. What else we have? Oh, there's some. I purchased this about a couple of weeks ago when we were in here. This premium cheese, luxury cheese assorted for 1,188 yen. So that's less than $10. So actually I'm gonna try this again. I think I might actually get two, bring one to the office. Okay. What else we got here? Okay, cashews. You can see Kirkland signature brand. So whatever you're paying, say that's going to be about $10 for this. $17.50 for the whole cashews and sea salt. Same, about $17, $18 whole cashews. All right. Walnuts. fried peanuts. Salmon jerky. Okay, that's interesting. That's going to be about $10 for that salmon jerky. So I think we're gonna try that. Usually we'll get like one thing, try it. If we like it, we'll get it again. If we come back, salmon jerky. All right, well, we'll give that a try. And that's about, what, 1,458 yen. So talking about $10 again. Okay, so, and I'm rounding off prices, so don't you killing me in the comments talking about guy can't add. I'm just gonna round the prices off as best I can. If I don't know, I don't know. Honey butter mixed nuts, interesting. Okay, some Jack Link's beef jerky. I don't eat it, but maybe there's someone watching this video who's interested in what it costs in Okinawa for Jack Link's jalapeno jerky. 2,258 yen, 2,000 yen, again 2,258 yen. So everything's less than 20 bucks. So let me loop around to the other aisle if I can. Keep in mind I'm going against the flow here, so might get some weird looks. Thank you. All right, so let me try to show you this before we take off. This is like some sort of ginger chips, okay? I'll take you where that is here in a minute. What else we got here? Yeah, like remember the shrimp chips? Yeah, similar to shrimp chips. Okay, what else we got here? Don't know what that is. All right, okay, rice crackers, some sort of peanuts. These actually look pretty interesting. Yeah, big pack, less than 10 bucks for these, okay? Yeah, this is that red ginger rice crackers. This is actually pretty good, okay? Just like, I think 8, 10 in a box, 10 separate individual bags, less than 1,000 yen. So again, that's like $7.50, somewhere around there. Okay, microwave popcorn, more rice crackers here, less than $10. Some premium crackers. We were looking for oyster crackers at the commissary yesterday. Most of the crackers we saw were expiring in like a week. So before you can eat them, you have to toss them out. These expire October of this year. All right. Let's see what else they have here. Brown sugar donut sticks. Of course, Okinawa is known for their brown sugar. And this is about 1,100 yen, so less than 10 bucks. Really, I feel like I can do this the entire video, just kind of walk up and down each of the aisles, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, I'm going to try to give you some variety if I can, and see what else is available. I ran through the electronics last time, so try not to do that. Go where there's not as much foot traffic. So we'll go down a few of these aisles. As you can see, if you haven't been to a Costco in Japan, it's staged very similar to the ones that you would typically see in the US, all right? So they have a lot of the same things: Jet, Clean, Smart, Braun, shavers, Dyson, fans, purifiers. So again, a lot of the same stuff you see in the States. I'll try to point out something that is specific to Japanese, but I'm not really seeing it, okay? Most of these things I imagine you can get in the States. You know, obviously with the exception of all of those snacks that we just looked at, and maybe this thing here, which is a drying rack. It's very humid here, so I think this is super popular because it's hard to really dry things completely, especially like towels after you get out of a shower. And it could be like the next day before that thing dries with all the humidity. And you can start to feel the humidity. This is the first week of spring, so the humidity is starting to build. So I think I would want a warming dryer rack because I think that extra heat will help accelerate the drying process. Okay? So, yeah. Most of this stuff is super familiar. Okay. Maybe they found a Japanese ice maker, maybe. Okay. A lot of refrigerators over here, they don't necessarily have ice makers in them, so you might have to buy something separate to make ice if you enjoy ice, or you can just maybe run over to the PX and buy a bag of ice, I guess. There's a Vitamix. That is like 69,000 yen. Again, yen rate's about 155 to the dollar. Let's see here. We will keep it moving. Yeah. All right. So I'll try to do a couple more of these, you know, because as the weather gets better and folks are out and about. I get it. The drive here is about 45 minutes from where we live. It is not a convenient drive. Costco is not situated near a major highway or interstate like you typically find in the U.S. This one here is just, yeah, in my opinion, out of the way. Okay, so yeah, you want to come here, you got to plan it, and then again, like I say, pack your patience when you do decide to travel here. From parking, so just, you know, really just getting in here to you know, going through the various aisles. You're going to see it's going to get much crowded there in the poultry, the food, you know, where the fruits and all of that, where the rotisserie chicken is. Yeah, you're going to see that the crowd starts to build up, and they tend to really just kind of hang out in that area, partly because of the samples, in my opinion. As you'll see that they really appreciate the samples, so they tend to kind of linger around waiting for the samples to be cooked and handed out. So we'll keep moving. I apologize if I'm kind of going through here a little quickly. This is a big store, so I'm going to try to keep this video to a reasonable time limit. barring any editing. So there's a huge tool chest for 116,000 yen. So we'll point out, like most of these storage racks, they do sell in the States. I own several of them that I purchased at Costco, I think in El Paso. This one here is 13,580 yen. Oh, sorry. And we have another one here that is like 31,000 yen. I own literally 3, maybe 4 of these here, okay? So, also purchased somewhere in Texas. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Okay, let's go for it. Let's just go directly to the back, and we'll try to make our way back here. There's some Corona. We're starting to get into this area where a lot of the samples are, as I mentioned. So as you can see, this is really should be very familiar to what you see in the United States. Now, the exception might be a lot of the fruit and vegetables. These seedless grapes come from Chile, and as we move about here, we'll see other, like Honduras for this cantaloupe. What else we got here? Product of Mexico for avocados. Here we got some Guatemala, Mexico, Philippines, Vietnam bananas. Product of Japan. Here we go. Strawberries. Here, product of the Philippines and the product of Thailand. So you see, they're sourcing their vegetables and fruit from virtually everywhere. Okay, product of Japan for this cut and boiled vegetable mix. Japan for this yaga butter. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then a lot of the baked goods like croissants, obviously they're baking that right there in the back, okay? So let's see here. Probably familiar with these here as well. All these muffins, all this stuff is probably right there in the back, in that area there, okay? You see bagels and some of the other items there. We'll keep it moving. Oh, let's go check out some of the cakes. I think they're very similar to what you would expect in the States. Triple cheese tart, German cake, Italian tiramisu, black bars cake, and round cake, white and chocolate. I don't see the sheet cakes. Okay, not sure where the sheet cakes are. They don't have them out, but it looks like you can order a sheet cake, and you can get, it's specialized with frosting on the top. Happy birthday or best wishes or whatever you want to leave and strive on the top of the cake. Smells good back here, I can say that. Dinner rolls, 500 yen. So that's what, like $3.50. Croissant. Yeah, I am moving through here. All right, coming up on the rotisserie chicken. Surprisingly, there's quite a bit of chicken here. All right, so you see it's all bagged up. Prices are very reasonable for a whole rotisserie chicken at 900 yen. For the rotisserie chicken. To all rotisserie chicken buyers, there is a limit of 1 purchase per member card. Thank you for your understanding. So basically, you can only buy one per member card. So we'll see what that's like. Okay, pate and barbecue chicken wings. All right, all right, so again, as I stated, as you can see, the layout is very familiar. What you would expect from a Costco stateside, with some differences. Okay. Now I'm trying not to sort of pull up on everything in here, but I'll hopefully give you glimpses of different items that are available here. All right. So I think I'm gonna not go back towards the paper product. Just keep it moving. There's some salmon over here, some seafood, various seafood. I gotta say, for being on an island, I'm a little disappointed with the seafood selection. I would suspect we would have better seafood selection, particularly in the sort of crab leg department. Now, don't see a lot of that here, okay? So if you're a seafood lover and expecting to see a lot of that, you won't. All right, sorry to disappoint, okay? All right, and you can see, similar to what you get stateside with a lot of these sort of outdoor areas, covered sort of palladiums for your home, which is interesting because I don't see a lot of like really big properties here or even huge yards. So I can't for the life of me imagine where most of this would be used. Okay? A lot of folks live in apartments, okay? So they don't have a yard. They want to go out and enjoy the greenery. They go to a park. So, yeah. But they have it here, so clearly there's a need for it. Just like this shed here, 198,000 yen for that. Like, where's it gonna go? Okay. So, all right, we'll keep it moving. Sorry I didn't go into the frozen food section. But if you've ever been to a Costco, you should be familiar with that. All right, keep moving. I'm gonna end this video here pretty soon, but I want to kind of give you a feel for what they have here. Some luggage. Okay, so they have samples, clothing, what you would typically see in an American Costco in terms of their clothes, Levi jeans. Apparently you've seen that Kirkland signature brand clothing. All right, I want to take you up front towards the checkout. All right. Okay. Yeah. If you're interested in anything in particular at Costco that I wasn't able to capture on this video, leave a comment and I'll try to capture it the next time I visit Costco. All right. I appreciate you guys watching, and please like and subscribe. And enjoy your Take care. Bye. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna finish up at the concession stand where I'm gonna try to grab a couple snacks from here. You can see their options. They do have clam chowder and we're gonna get a croissant, ham and cheese, a salmon poke, our salmon poke. Let's see here. Hello. You have 2 clam chowders? 2. And 1 salmon poke roll, a croissant, ham and cheese, 1, and a strawberry smoothie. Okay.
サーモンポキロール、プルコギホットドッグです。どうぞ。
あとアイスラテお待ちください。一番奥のレジ空いてます。分かれてお並びください。
Okay.
こちら並んでお待ちください。
All right. So you order one line, then you pick up in the next line. So just gonna step back here and sort of figure this thing out. Well, they do have a traditional hot dog, which is 180 yen. So, what is that, just over $1? Maybe $1.20, something like that, for a hot dog and drink. And then they have chicken sticks, and then they have a bulgogi bake. Not a chicken bake, but a bulgogi bake. Then they have the traditional pizza, the ice cream, and the smoothie. So most of this you should be familiar with. But that drink line, that's the interesting part because you can see over there everyone's standing in line to fill up their cup. Is this mine? Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
お客様の後ろ1列でお並びください。ご移動お願いします。ご移動で。
Is that mine? Strawberry smoothie? Yeah? Okay. All right, thank you. Excuse me. All righty. Okay. I got the bus down, so let's get back to the register. And let's see here. Clam chowder, strawberry smoothie, poke roll, and a croissant chicken something. All right, that's the receipt. That's what it looks like. It's in Japanese. Okay, great. All righty. Man, I think we are heading to the door. So actually it's not that crowded because I'm looking at that drink line and usually it's crazy, but it's not right now. So I feel like we did well. We got in here at a good time. All right, thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye.